Good evening, students. Let us start chapter 8 and 9, as both the chapters quite related with each other. Okay, related with trees and plants. So chapter 8 is dealt with useful trees. As I have already written down the answer, let us discuss about this trees, how it looks like, where we are using this kind of trees and all, what it is, the purpose of using this kind of trees. Okay, and this will come as short note. Write a short note on banyan tree, write a short note on teak tree, mulberry tree, like this. What do you know about mulberry tree? Which part of this tree we are using? Like these questions may come. Clear? So first is banyan tree. What is the description? It is already given in your book. First one, it is an Indian fruit tree with branches that grow down to the ground and form new roots to give support to that huge tree. Okay, so it is having its own root. It is going down and giving support to that old or the huge tree. Which kind of tree it is? Banyan tree. Clear? So it is the short note you know about this banyan tree. Like this you have to write. Second one is that boab tree. What is that? It is the most drought resistant tree. It can store thousands of liters of water in its trunk. Means especially in the desert area we will get this kind of tree. Okay, where they can store water in their trunks. As it is drought, means if it is extreme drought, there is no water at all. So for that reason, this kind of trees are habituated to store water in their trunk. Clear? Number 3 is teak tree. What is about the teak tree? It is the tall Asian tree. It is mostly found out in Asia, so it is known as Asian tree. Its strong hard wood is used specially in making furniture. People are using this kind of trees wood to make furniture, as it is very strong and bold. Is it? That is only. Number 4 is mulberry. What kind of tree it is? It is a tree with dark broad leaves and berries that can be eaten. Mulberry, we have heard this word. Is it? We are eating. And silkworms eat the leaves of this tree. Silkworm we know. So this kind of insects, they are worms, they are actually eating this kind of tree's leaves. Okay. So mulberry, that is the special information about mulberry tree. But the silkworms are specially living on that tree to eat that fruit, to eat that leaves. Number 5 is willow. Willow is a very common name to us, as those who are habitual with the cricket and all. So cricket, the bat is made with that willow tree. Okay. So what is about the willow tree? Let us see. It is the tree with long, thin branches and long, thin leaves. It often grows near water. Near water also it is growing. The wood of the tree is used in making cricket bat. As I said, if you are having cricket with you, you can see the material of that wood, willow. It is not so hard, not so soft. It's like in medium, so that it can make bats and all. Clear? Especially for making cricket bats, people are using willow wood. Okay. So where we can find it? Especially in the everywhere we can find it. Especially near the water also we can find this kind of tree. Clear? It is having thin leaves and thin wood. Number 6 is fir tree. Which kind of tree it is? It is an evergreen forest tree with leaves like needles. It looks like needles. The leaves looks like needles. And it grows in cool northern countries. Okay, in Christmas tree, looks like Christmas tree. Okay, fir. The leaves look like that it is pinching you. Like a pinch needles it looks like. So it is fir tree. After that, number 7 is cedar. Which kind of tree it is? It is tall evergreen tree with wide spreading branches. Branches are so spreading. By the picture you can see. And the wood of the tree is having sweet smell. If you go after by that side of that tree, you will get some sweet smell from that tree only. Okay, so which kind of tree it is? Cedar tree. After that, oak tree. Let us see what is given here. Oak tree. It is a large tree that produces small nuts called acorns, and it is often eaten by the animals. Animals are having this kind of nuts. Like banyan, this tree can live for thousands or hundreds of years. Like the banyan tree, it is also long life, or not ever we can say, long lasting trees. Okay, long lasting trees. After that, the last one is pine tree. It is, we know that it's the tall forest tree. It is okay, and its soft pale wood is excellent for making furniture. It is also used, pine wood are also used for making furniture. And resin comes from several varieties of this tree. Resins, we know, it's a chemical and it is used in preparation of paints, varnishes and glues. To make glue, paint and all, we know that we need resins, this chemical product, and this chemical product can be produced by this tree, pine tree. Okay, and this tree is also used to make furniture also, like the teak tree and all. Clear? So these all trees we are having here, useful trees means all trees we are using for some purpose. Clear? So question may come like from which tree we are getting resins, and for what purpose resins are used. Then two questions you can get from here. Answer 1 will be pine and answer 2 will be paint, varnishes and glues we are making with this resin. Clear? So just read this and try to find out which type of question can come from this question. Okay. And after that fact corner, one more tree is there, that is ash trees. Okay, that also we will learn what is here. Ash trees are the most beautiful and are praised for their wood. Because of the wood they are praised. And maple syrup is a sweet sap generally collected between January midnight, from mid-April. From there only we are getting maple syrup. So as trees also you will learn. Okay, facts. One was the ash tree. That also you will learn about this. It is specially praised for its wood. And maple syrup, which kind of syrup it is? Specially we are collecting this kind of syrup April, mid-April, and what is the January. This is the time we are getting this maple syrup from here. So these all trees you will just go through as a short note and try to find out which kind of question may come from this chapter. Okay, so chapter 8 we have done. Now we'll move to chapter 9. As I said, both the chapters are related with each other. Is it plants and trees? So let us come. So exercise A, leaves are given. Okay, a picture of some leaves are given. By the leaves only we have to find out which tree it is. Clear? And some hints are also given. Some letters are given. We have to just complete the word, the name of that particular tree. What is that? Plants and their leaves. Plants and their leaves. Is it? So first one, let us see. It is peepal tree. By the picture only we can understand it is peepal. Okay, P-E-E-P-A-L. Number 2 is oak. By the picture we can find out. Number 3 is banana tree. So leaf is banana only. Banana. Number 4, it is neem. Neem tree is very common, here and there we can see. And then number 5, quite it is not so popular, but maple we heard. This word maple we heard. Maple syrup especially we are using with the pie. Okay, and last one, it is palm tree. So it is palm. Okay, so do by your own in the book. Book only will write down this one. No need to write in the copy this. But chapter 8 as a short note you will write down. Okay, chapter 8 as a short note you will write down in your copy. Chapter 9 no need to write in the copy. In book only you will solve. Clear? So A number we have solved. Which kind of tree it is? By the picture we find out. Clear? We found out. Now number B. Plants take in carbon dioxide along with air through the stomata in their leaves. We know that it is present in the leaves. So first one will be stomata. That is already present in the leaf science. You have already read this all. Clear? Water is absorbed through the roots. We know it very well. Water is absorbed through the roots and carried to the leaves through the stems and branches. Number 3. The chlorophyll in the leaves traps the sun's energy. Number 3 will be chlorophyll. Is it? Number 3 will be chlorophyll. Number 4. The trapped energy is used to combine water and carbon dioxide to produce food for the plant. Okay, number 4 will be carbon dioxide. Number 5, In the above process, oxygen is given out as a byproduct through the tiny openings of the leaves, okay, and which we are having, and for that reason only we are alive still. Is it oxygen? So number 5 will be oxygen. Clear? So this one you will just write down in your book. No need to write chapter 9 in the copy. Chapter 8 by the short note, as I said, like that you will just copy. Clear? So this much today. Just go through both the chapters. Hopefully you'll get some interest. Thank you, students.